Hank Wilkins for the state, Your Honor. John Pettis for defense.
You the same Samantha Aliman, charged by indictment in this case. Is that you?
Yes, sir.
All right, you got to speak loud enough for the lady to hear you, okay? Showing you a document entitled True Bill of Indictment. Did you go over it carefully with your lawyer?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand the charge pending against you?
Yes, sir.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do, Judge.
Showing you a separate document entitled Court's Admonishment and Defendant's Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions. Did you go over this document carefully with your lawyer?
Yes, sir.
I'm turning this document over to the signature page. I'm showing it to you now. Is that your signature?
Yes, sir.
By reading and signing this document, you're telling me that you know what you're charged with and you know what can happen to you if you enter into a plea. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Bless you.
That was a very slow
Just the
sneeze.
one.
Did you understand that this document sets out your constitutional trial rights, which includes a right to have a jury trial and a right to cross-examine witnesses?
Yes, sir.
By reading and signing the document, you're effectively waiving or giving up all those rights. Did you know that?
Yes, sir.
Did anybody force you or make you do that?
No, sir.
You're applying for deferred adjudication. If you're granted the application, you'll be placed on community supervision without a finding of guilt. If you successfully complete it, you will not have a conviction for this case. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
However, if you violate any term of your supervision, you expose yourself to the possibility of a future hearing, a future finding of guilt, up to the maximum punishment as it relates to the term of incarceration and the fine without a right of appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Do you still want to apply for deferred adjudication?
Yes, sir.
Are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead as charged by indictment? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Anybody promise you anything to get you to enter that plea?
No, sir.
Anybody force you or threaten you to get you to enter that plea?
No, sir.
Are you entering into a plea of no contest then? Because after consulting with your lawyer, you've decided that is in your own best interest.
Yes, sir.
I note your plea and I invite the state to offer its proof.
Your Honor, I offer State's Exhibit 1 in the attachments as well as the discovery acknowledgement. No objections, Judge.
State's warrant attachments and the discovery acknowledgement are each received. Each document is made a part of the record. I find that there is sufficient evidence to establish guilt. However, I note that you've applied for deferred adjudication, so I won't make any other findings at this time. Are you requesting to waive the PSI and proceed with sentencing today?
We are, Judge.
Anything you'd like to offer on behalf of your client?
Just ask that you follow the agreement, Judge.
Do you have a job?
Not at the moment.
Are you able to get one?
I've been trying to ever since I had my son about 6 months ago.
Okay. Having found sufficient evidence to establish guilt, I'll grant your application for deferred adjudication for a term of 4 years, assess a fine of $1,000, 200 hours of community service restitution, TAP evaluation, monthly UAs, $50 Crime Stoppers, proof of employment within 30 days, restitution to be determined, and no contact with Rosalinda Trevino. I just handed your lawyer a signed document indicating that this is a plea bargain case, so you do not have the right of appeal. Do you have any questions?
No, I don't, sir. I probably do have one. I do nails at home, but would that concern as imprisonment?
Yes, as long as you can show that you do that.
Okay, yes, I can.
Okay?
Okay.
All right. Good luck.
Okay, thank
Thank
you
you,
so
Judge.
much.
May we excuse?
Yes.
Sorry about that, Judge. I'm off today. My head, it's freaking cold. I just spent the last 5 days straight with my kids.
Yeah. I'm in the same boat. I'm in the
Isn't it-
same boat.
And yeah, allergies are kicking me in the head. It's
Yeah.
We didn't have the snow gear to let them play in the snow, so they're like, "Can we go outside?" I'm like, no, we're not going outside. You get freezing cold, catch a cold.
Yes.
Thank you, Judge.
It's good to see you.
You too, Judge.
Lauren. How you doing, man? Lauren, you want to come up real quick?
You got it.
This is for you.
Okay.
and Kristen.
Okay.
I can look at that.
We'll look at it
That
later.
kind of gives you everything.
Okay. Appreciate it.
6, I give 6 and 5. You'll see.
Okay.
You good?
Case on your docket for next week. Charity Kemp, it's a forgery financial instrument, a third-degree felony. She's on bond. It's a first setting case. with an offense date fairly old. I think the offense date's like a year old, took like 10 months to indict her on it. She called me last week. She currently resides in Florida. We were hoping that she could be excused from the first setting since she resides in Florida. I can come in, confer with the state, see what an offer is.
You hired you?
I'm appointed.
Okay.
I think she is indigent. I did explain to her that.
So you don't know, it's just you have no idea what's gonna happen? You-
No idea. First setting.
That's fine.
I haven't talked to her, and I haven't actually talked to her. We played phone tag back and forth. And she called me when she got the setting and said, hey, I'm in Florida. I can be there. What can I do? Can I do it by Zoom? Told her, no, I can't do it by Zoom, but I'll go ask the court and see if you can be excused this first setting.
Well,
But
we
keep
get
in
all the
mind,
information.
I can get the information, get an offer, talk to her, and then relay the offer to her and tell her she needs to be here the second setting.
That sounds good. Just remind me.
Okay, great. Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
I have two things to talk to you about. One is very today. It's gonna be a
Did you send it to? Okay.
basically, he's been trying to figure out another way to get here.
There you go.
So actually, trying to get another pushback for this thing.
Nice.
This is the guy that lives as no, they won't reach them because there's no other places for the product. No, they won't do it.
Yeah, so what I do is I'll save this one here. Save as, right? Let me see. And then I'll go. Okay, so I'll save it.
Well, I'm actually
Save.
default basically.
And then I'll close that. And then I'll open up the other one.
I would like to get counsel, but I knew they make accommodations.
You did a good job.
Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to do. Is just trying to get for another date because he can't keep all this for sentencing.
So what did they discover this fight?
Well, it's on standby. So if he doesn't have a new date yet, it's so they won't give him a date. They can't guarantee me a date yet.
I think I gotta save them as PDFs.
Well, that's not his ticket, that's just what he's showing me.
File save as PDF. Save. Okay.
I totally get that right to read counsel, whether it's weird, but they give you the pay. Let's do that. Even if it's like 2 days from now, they tell you when Right, I mean, they will tell you
Morning.
what they're gonna
Good to see you.
tomorrow, Monday, Sunday.
Right now they're saying that you can possibly put your because you can't put so many files. They're going to potentially put them on
All right,
standby.
I think I did it.
That's it. That's they can't.
It's just on standby.
So now let me go
Let me
to
get them something like that.
Blackboard.
Michelle Scarcella.
Yeah, I already sent her an email.
She's the program manager.
So I can't. You probably not be able to tell me anything. Yeah, I guarantee you. I already sent her an email.
Email Charlotte Reyes.
I don't have an update on Mark Ramos from mental health court. I know they did the screening, but I haven't received a follow-up.
Michelle. Scarcella. You got one call from Michelle. I'm Charlotte Reyes.
Did you get your email ready for the transfer?
I'll call her later.
Oh, Kyle's getting my Probably not.
Okay, so there's a syllabus that has to be done. Under simple syllabus.
Oh, so and then he's Oh, so he reset that guy over? I thought he said he was gonna put.
Do I just upload it to this, or
You can do that, but you've never. That's kind of like. Oh, okay.
I had a student do it last semester?
That's how I was gonna get the
My
paperwork
intern did
ready,
it.
but then I'm like, okay.
So I didn't do it, so I don't know how to,
I can.
if you don't mind. Simple syllabus.
Oh, Deborah. Oh, who's Deborah?
So where do I put the syllabus and course calendar on? Under announcements?
You can put it under announcements, or if you want some individuals put it under. They make another tab, or it's like they have like modules.
Uh-huh.
You can either do it under modules.
Where should I put it?
You can do it under
Announcements, okay.
I just told her Charlotte, she said they were having issues with the solution. So she was trying to schedule like a one either this week or next week for the screening. So the original date that she had given via email, they didn't screen it. So that's what she told me.
I'm aware of the license.
Oh, okay.
Without him, I need to.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let her know so he knows what's going on.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, he's yeah, he's You probably don't know.
Okay, so I've already attached it to the two announcements. What kind of information do I want from them? Where they're from, their introduction, where they're from, what their major is, what they hope to get out of the class, and their favorite
Last time you did favorite
taco.
I think it was like favorite dish.
Uh-huh. Oh,
And then I think one, not last
Oh, yeah.
If they want to.
How do you define this? You want to write something up? Assignment number 1.
But I think that's when I let her
And
know.
then after this, I think school will pretty much be done for you. Maybe. Unless you want to grade.
She probably put it in my box, but they were out. I was out here.
I don't know if
They
she
came in-
did.
I don't know if she did or not, but I knew because she came in here without.
And I think that's why I reminded her because Jessica was going to go make a copy of it. And that's why I told her, hey, if you have any containers, you put them in Trishan's box. And she's like, well, I got one. And then that's all she said. And I'm like, well, did you put it in Trishan's box? I know today.
You can't do that.
That's the way that I did the copy for like 2 hours.
Yeah, he's a doctor. He's a pharmaceutical doctor. He told me,
Is that the call you got?
he just told me I was like, Dr. Ray, and he's like, yes.
Because you gave him the respect he wanted.
Yeah, he said, you're like, what kind of doctor are you?
Are you working that day? She didn't come out. What's he talking to you? He was like,
Oh, yeah, it was his son. He was like, I was like,
you want out? No, we touch her. It's like, weird. And then he's going for it.
he's like, he just wanted to follow the
He would. And he left him over there too. He just came over here and he's like, lesson learned.
And after that grandma, he's like,
So this sat there and talked to him for like 2.5 years. Thank you.
She's a street pharmacist. Oh, he had a lot. Judge, when you went back to the office, was the door locked?
Yeah.
When you left, did you lock it?
Yes.
So how the hell did she get in?
Well, Jimmy was in there
Oh,
when I
Jimmy
left.
was in there?
So Jimmy was still in there when I walked out. But I did lock it.
Was she in there when you left? No. Then you didn't lock it. You didn't because how did she get in there? And she didn't ask the keys from us, but she sent me a message, so I know she's in there. That's true.
Not in there.
So did she just take her?
She's sending you from her computer.
What's your
I
name?
don't know. Just
Is she?
The name of the
I'm assuming she's there. So she sent me a message.
Oh, yeah.
remind me though. I need to know. Or I need to check my phone.
Should I put in there? What would you like for me to call you? Like,
So I'm like, well, what the fuck did she get in? She sent me a message. I just put for instead of trying to figure out your name off the third name.
yeah.
The judge said Jimmy was in there. So his name was Jimmy. Is she in there?
No. She's not in there.
Then why is she answering me in Teams?
Preferred.
Preferred name.
What is your preferred name? Where are you from?
She said, I'm leaving it a bit for another appointment. Jackie is aware, probably come back. I don't see it taking.
That's good.
Okay.
Perfect.
Unless she has it on her phone.
Nice little introduction. I guess you email that to me and then I'll upload it. And we announce it.
Save this to your.
Your team. But I have the email.
files.
Yeah, she did 16. If you want to keep it the same.
Absolutely.
Because I'm not adding these.
Make it easy for me.
That there or whatever, it changed. How you can get on here. Is there, it's just a
Oh, to the
regular-
sidekick.
It's just, yeah, then we turn yourself to sidekick. So now you can just get, what do you call it? Outlook. You can just download Outlook. And it's just like sidekick. Before you said it. But I've never tried it.
Well, she entered me in Teams. That's cool. We should have had a site. That's what we should have. Oh my god, these things are so thin. But everybody's picking up like 2 or 3 things.
Those
The certs?
those certs are really good. And I keep thinking that I have too many.
Dr. Jarman gets this shit to me. 6 days, 12:44. Leo, I need your
And I already
secretary.
added it to your UFC, so
Okay. Perfect. Perfect.
This one?
And it just came through, so let me get that.
It was you.
Thank you, man.
So it's fentanyl, and so the deal with us is, we'll probably have to do this. I'm willing for this. It can stay as a judge is saying. There's no
Winky.
You got insurance. I emailed you back.
oh, you did. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Morning, Judge.
Morning, how you doing?
Very good to see you. Robert tells me we're going to set something up. Malware called me and said we're going to set something up. Okay. On another matter,
Great.
Yeah. I have Mr. Contreras with you today.
Guadalupe?
Yeah, he's the gentleman that we're pending appeal with the Fourth Court,
Okay.
and we filed our stay with you. So I think
it's on
we're just
appeal now?
yes. So I think we're just checking in with you, just a status, I guess.
Okay.
And obviously we have some arguments.
Oh, hi, you want to stand together? I mean,
You want to go on the record? Or, you want to go on the record?
Why don't we can just make some informal stuff off the record, and then if you feel like we need to put some stuff on the record, then we can do that.
Okay.
you want me to bring my client up so he can, or no, for informal, we don't need him.
It's up to y'all.
He doesn't care.
Do whatever y'all want.
Okay, so
I'd like to leave.
noted for
I'd like
the
to go back
record.
home.
Noted for the record. So obviously Judge just like you kind of remember, but just in case we don't like.
I remember the trial.
This was a trial. It was a mistrial. We had the double jeopardy hearing. Kathy did that, and then I don't know the name of the young man who's doing the appeal.
It's a man of Indian descent. That's all I can tell you.
It does. It's just a name I don't recognize. Not somebody I'm super
I don't know
familiar
who it
with.
is, but
Somebody that you knew last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's done the appeal. I have responded. It's been submitted with the Fourth Court. Obviously, with the change of the election, there's a new panel on it. So anyway, the appeal on the double jeopardy is pending. So the state would like to proceed with trial, and we had this kind of brief argument in October. We all talked about this, and then the case got reset for December, and then Judge Angelini was visiting, and so he did give Charles the continuance back in December. But it's our position that, Judge, you still have jurisdiction over the trial. The writ of habeas corpus, which is the double jeopardy proceeding, is an original proceeding, and so that is separate than the trial. So you still have jurisdiction over the trial. You still can proceed with the trial if you find that the double jeopardy is frivolous, and then we can proceed. I have case law that supports that if you would like to see it, but we believe that we can proceed with trial, and we would ask to proceed with trial.
What's your response?
I believe the case law says you could proceed. I would just out of judicial efficiency, I would hate to have the trial knowing that this is still something that's pending, and if they rule in the defense's favor, then we've wasted we've taken the court's time and had a trial for nothing. So I would ask the court to let the Fourth Court do reach their decision, and then depending on what that decision is, we can proceed at that time.
And I think, Judge, I wouldn't be asking for this if I wasn't fully confident in the fact that we're going to succeed on the appeal. You remember your findings. You found that there was no prejudice, and the burden is super high when we're talking about a double jeopardy claim when it's the defense that asks for the mistrial. It is very high. And in fact, I could not find a recent case where the defense has won after losing in the trial court on the double jeopardy issue. It rarely, if ever, happens. And I know that we all know other cases that have come out of this courthouse with much more salacious facts, I guess, than this one that have not succeeded in the Fourth Court or the CCA in a double jeopardy claim. And I feel like definitely based on your findings at the mistrial and your findings at the double jeopardy writ, and based on the evidence that the defense is claiming, placing their double jeopardy claim, I think that we will succeed, and that's why I'm asking for it so confidently.
It's with the Fourth Court now?
Correct.
And they already have everything. They already got the record.
Correct. It's already been submitted to the panel.
So
Correct.
basically, it's up.
Submitted on briefs alone to the panel. Correct.
Okay. And so, let me think about it just a bit.
Yes, sir.
So I'll let y'all know later on today.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
That's ready, Judge.
Whenever you're ready. All right, 2024 CR 11280, Gary Wayne Turner. Turner coming up, sir? It was hot in here.
Yeah, it's getting warm, Judge.
Hank Wilkins for the state, Your Honor. Leo Gonzalez for Gary Turner.
The same Gary Wayne Turner charged by indictment in this case.
Yes, sir.
I'm showing you a document entitled True Bill of Indictment. Did you go over it carefully with your lawyer?
Yes.
You understand the charge pending against you.
Yes, sir.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
I do waive it, Your Honor.
Showing you a separate document entitled Court Admonishments. Did you go over this document carefully with your lawyer?
Yes, sir.
I'm turning this document over to the signature page, and I'm showing that to you now. That's your signature.
Yes, sir.
By reading and signing this document, you're telling me that you know what you're charged with, and you know what can happen to you if you enter into a plea. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand that this document sets out your constitutional trial rights, which includes a right to have a jury trial and a right to cross-examine witnesses? You understand that?
Yes, sir.
By reading and signing the document, you're effectively waiving or giving up all those rights. Did you know that?
Yes, sir.
Anybody force you or make you do that?
No, sir.
Are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead as charged by indictment? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No content.
Anybody promise you anything to get you to enter that plea?
No, sir.
Anybody force you or threaten you to get you to enter that plea?
No, sir.
Are you entering into a plea of no contest then, because after consulting with your lawyer, you've decided that is in your own best interest?
Yes, sir.
I note your plea and I invite the state to offer its plea.
Your Honor, I offer State's Exhibit 1 and the attachments as well as the discovery acknowledgement.
No objection, Your Honor.
State's one and attachments, and the discovery acknowledged and received and made a part of the record. I find that there is sufficient evidence to establish guilt. I accordingly find you guilty, charged by indictment. Are you requesting to waive the PSI and proceed with sentencing today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you'd like to offer on behalf of your client?
Not this time, Your Honor. Just ask that you follow the agreement that we have with the state.
Any legal reason why I cannot sentence your client today?
No, Your Honor.
Having found you guilty as charged by indictment, there be no legal reason why I cannot sentence you today. I assess punishment under the provision of Section 1244 of the Penal Code at 6 days incarceration in the Bexar County Jail. Grant you credit for all the time that you've served. Pronounce the sentence as satisfied. I just handed your lawyer a signed document indicating this is a plea bargain case. You do not have a right of appeal. Have any questions?
No, sir.
All right, sir. Good luck to you.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Have a seat. Oh,
I'll go talk to you in a second.
okay.
Hey, come on up.
How are you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Good. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. If I
All
haven't
of
said
it,
it yet. Second snowvid.
Right.
I mean,
I had,
think these
yeah.
Baby snow.
Oh my God.
So cold as hell.
Oh,
I was uncomfortable.
I thought it was going to be warmer today for some reason because the schools weren't canceled.
Yeah.
And so I walked out in just like a sweatsuit this morning.
What is it?
Froze my.
42.
Well, it was 23.
50s.
Yeah.
Oh, this morning it was 28.
Oh, it's 7:30. Yeah, it was 23 where I was at. I was like, am I just a bitch?
Uncomfortable.
Yeah. Walking.
You know what else? You know, when I was young, I used to think I liked the cold.
Yeah.
I wanted to live in a cold climate.
Now things start to hurt a little bit.
I lived in Liverpool. I lived in London and everything. And so forth. You know, man, I wish it was like I walked all the time.
Yeah.
Now that I'm old, it's like, shit.
Give me a fire and a cup of
Big
coffee.
time, man.
Yeah.
Had the heater on super high.
Yeah. Start the car 20 minutes before.
Big time.
Yeah.
Big time waiting for it to heat up. I'm telling you.
I have McGee. We've reset him a couple times.
He said that he thinks that they'll finish today.
And he has 2 new cases. I've conferred with Jessica. One of the new cases, there's an allegation that it might be fentanyl. And so she's considering TICing this case that's set today. He's definitely going to enter a plea. We're just trying to work on years, and we need discovery.
Today? You just think it happened today?
Yeah, she isn't comfortable TICing it today, so I don't know if we could take it off the trial docket. It's going to be a plea, but she needs to see the labs.
Okay.
And you're aware of how long that can take sometimes.
Yeah. Just,
So you think we pick on Thursday?
one of y'all will probably continue just to protect us.
Okay.
Doesn't matter who it is. Not Grant.
Okay. Just for like maybe 2 months or. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
He said that once we file continuance for 2 months. We'll get that into that.
So you want me to tell the judge that we're good to pick, we're fine picking Thursday afternoon, depending on what he decides? Okay.
Like tomorrow afternoon or something.
Okay. We could do that.
and then start.
You good?
Yeah, we're good. Just we kind of talked to Trish about our schedule, so we are good to be flexible. Knowing you guys are currently in trial, we are good to be flexible. We just talked to Trish. We could potentially do it just tomorrow afternoon. I think we could do it in the afternoon.
No,
Don't you think we can get
tomorrow
it
afternoon?
tomorrow afternoon?
It's
yeah.
Friday night.
Assuming this trial is over.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about start the
Yeah.
wire?
We wanted to let you know that
We're
I was letting
flexible.
her that we were currently in trial, and I don't, this trial is 2 phases, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna get to the second phase. So that would be tomorrow, we'll be in phase 2.
Yeah.
And so.
or Friday morning. It's Friday morning night.
Hank seems to think that.
I think she thinks Friday. We could potentially do Friday.
You think tomorrow will be done, even on second phase?
He's been to prison for murder and kidnapping, so I think he's a nice guy.
It's gonna be an interesting.
Is it just this one? Not that little one?